Hey everybody, it's Iya Patty here with the reading for Cancer for October 2017. I did a reading earlier today for Aquarius, and I channeled, and it kind of changed my focus today a little. So I tried to do additional reading with the regular tarot cards from the Rider-Waite and the Orisha tarot cards for Cancer, and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't give me any messages different from what I had gotten earlier. So there's a lot of that going on, but I wanted to get something out there for you, Cancer. So what I did is I have a tarot deck. I don't know whether or not I've spoken about it with you before, but it's called the Fairy Inner Child Cards. Okay, and they're based on Fairy Tale Tarot, and it's by Isha Lerner and Mark Lerner. All right, I bought this deck and this book a long time ago, and I never really got into it. But as I've started to do these readings over the YouTube, I said, you know what? Let me pull these out because I thought it would be interesting. And right now, I'm hoping that you allow me to just buy a little time, because I really have to. I think I need to go back and give Aquarius another reading. You know, I feel like the reading was not really specifically for them. I don't know. I have to talk to my agent about it. But anyway, so different fairy tale characters are depicted in these cards, and they have beautiful illustrations. They're really big. Okay, they're actually made for children, but also for adults. And they said the reason that it's so big is that just so you can go have that awkwardness that children have, you know, when you're shuffling the cards, you kind of take you back to that time when, you know, things were too big for your hands and everything was bigger. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what I did is went through the book and the zodiac signs, and I took those the different ones. I stored them all together, but the ones that are the major arcana that go along with certain characters in these fairy tales, according to the learners, and I keep that with it, but I keep a little clip on it. So today, Cancer, I pulled yours out the clip, and your card is Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Okay? It's Peter Pan, and it's number 7. So number 7 in the major arcana is the Chariot card. Right? So Chariot card is Cancer. So this, all right, is the fairy tale that corresponds to your personality, is what it is. Okay, so we can see the consistency in the Chariot. We have Chariot. I don't know. I say that word sometimes with this strange accent. I don't know where. Well, I know where it comes from, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, anyway, going forward, movement, right? Like the Chariot. All right, someone there trying to control it. All right, trying to keep it steady, just like in the Chariot card, right? Now, those of you who know the story of Peter Pan goes to London. He comes through the window, and he meets Wendy and her 2 brothers. I think it's Michael and John. I think that's what their names were. I haven't watched that in a while. I've seen it in a while. But Peter Pan never grew up. He was a little boy who never grew up, and he got Wendy and her brothers, and he taught them how to fly. And they went with him to Never Never Land, where all these boys who never grew up live amongst themselves, and Peter Pan is the leader of the pack. Okay? So, I just this came to me just like Hugh Hefner, and the boys, and we just lost him recently, so that's that type of energy I'm getting where adults are concerned. But so Cancer, you the person that gets the party going. You the one that organizes the stuff, all right, to make stuff happen. If you're a Cancer male, is that what you do behind the scenes? Getting people to wake up, doing some teaching maybe. Yeah, like to travel. You think of things differently than other people normally do. You have a different way of looking at things. They're not necessarily always on the bright side, just more on like a different layer of thinking. It's hard to explain, like it's not even the yin and the yang. It's just more of a little crooked way of looking at things. You got a little gangster tendencies sometimes for some of those Cancer males, I think. I know that Cancers have dreams. They are artists, they are writers, they're photographers. They can be very quiet, but they have a lot of stuff going on deep inside of their heads. They want to be loved, but they will put up with bullshit and abuse. They tend to go with the codependency and the materialism sometimes. If there's money there, if there's money to be had, they're with it. They'll put up with a lot. Because they're not really confrontational creatures anyway, and they're very, I want to say very traditional in a way. Traditional, and they want things, they try to be as traditional as they can. Even in the things that they're doing and exploring, they have certain things that they kind of hold dear to themselves. They might not share it with the rest of us, but they have like a little. They want that picket fence and that cat and the dog and the 3 kids and that. They want that kind of lifestyle. And so they'll put up with a lot of stuff in order to keep that lifestyle or to obtain that lifestyle. Because they kind of zoom out away from it anyway. When things get rough, they go into themselves. Because they're Cancers and they're crabs. Crabs withdraw, they can back up slowly. Everybody still thinks they're there, but actually they're not. They checked out. Yes, midnight, I know. Okay? I haven't eaten either. Okay. So, I think that's just my impression. Okay, that's as Spirit told me to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just read a passage from the Inner Child Cards, the Fairy Tale Tarot by Lerner and Lerner. All right, and it's illustrated by Christopher Guilfoyle and published by Bear and Company of Rochester, Vermont. All right, now put that information underneath. in the description information. Okay, so I'm going to read it like I'm reading a story to one of my kids, all right? A ship is often depicted in mythological or spiritual teachings as a vehicle of the soul, moving consciousness from one shore to the next. In the fairy tale Peter Pan, Wendy and her brothers not only learned to fly, freeing themselves from the physical limitations of time and space, but they also land on an island and encounter a great ship where Captain Hook rules. Captain Hook and his band of pirates symbolize the chaotic elements of the underworld, our untamed fears. See what I was talking about, that kind of underbelly thing that Cancer has going on? Yeah. Tinkerbell is the elemental spirit within us, the fairy diva. She is a light body and she can produce spells for good or evil depending on the calling of the heart. Wendy and her brothers represent humanity. They are tethered to the poles and the roots of their incarnation. Yet, by believing in other worlds, they manifest the ability to soar beyond the boundaries of time. So, I think I said about traditionalists. They're very traditionalist, but they're also very artsy. You know, they have they're creative writers. They're creative spirits. Okay, but they keep it quiet. You know, they're not flashy with it for the most part. Traditionally, the seventh major trump is known as the chariot. This mechanical device is seen as a symbol for the body, which carries the mind and spirit. The charioteer stands for the inner self, and the horses represent the divine willpower that must be harnessed. This card calls for balance between the earth and centered life and the life of the spirit. When individuals are in touch with their inner guides, they know not to control the guidance, but to move gracefully according to their environment, open, free to explore, and revel in the spiral dance of day and night, the balance of light and dark. In the story of Peter Pan, this archetypical pattern is at work. The children are tempted to stay in Never Never Land forever, becoming eternal children like Peter Pan, and never reaching the maturation state of the human soul. But the children are symbolic of the part of us that must return to the center, find our way back home after having experienced all of life's adventures. In a sense, Peter Pan is like the two horses of the chariot, symbolizing the elemental will that moves us beyond, pulling us forever forward into our adventure, untamed and unbridled. Ultimately, the quest of our journey is to find our sanctuary and soul heritage. The chariot, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the great ship are all guiding and illuminating facets of our cosmic self. When this card appears in your reading, move steadily in life and uncover your secret resources. Ride the middle path, a road that eventually turns around completely and takes you home. While it makes sense to strive for safety and security on a day-to-day basis, allow yourself the freedom to dream, to fantasize, to be adventuresome. Research the deeper meaning of ageless wisdom, for Peter Pan is the archetype of eternal youth. Once you have contacted the enchantment of Never Never Land within your soul, you will have opened the door to immortal love. Travel home to the root of your wisdom. If you believe you can, you will. So, again, the traditional tarot is the chariot, and the zodiac sign is Cancer. So, why'd I read you guys that? Well, first of all, because I just wanted to share some information with you. I want to give you a message. And maybe there's somebody out there that information there would resonate with, and they just need to hear that. All right? Maybe they don't need me to pull out 78 cards and all of that other stuff. I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I did get when I was thinking and meditating on this. Someone out there who is concerned about a relationship with a Cancer male. So this is for a female. So the message is, I guess, this could be, I guess, for anybody, but the message that I got for a female who is dealing with a Cancer male, that he is content where he is with his family and his extended family. And they're actually planning a vacation. All right? He does not know how to get out of this situation with you. Okay? But he's focusing, his focus is on his home and on his family, so there will be no change. You're going to get a message that something happened suddenly. There was like some kind of change. Something happened. Incident, accident, major trouble, something earth-shattering. Okay. And someone has gotten very sick. It seems like there's a repeat, like a remission, or whatever. Whatever it is, they're sick, right? And it happens very quickly. And for some reason, this bad news may represent a brighter future for you, Cancer. I don't know. Or if you're interested in a Cancer could be involved with something that is, because they're stuck and they don't want to change and they don't want to grow up. Sometimes things have to like happen around them, like volatile things, They create, because they're so laid back or they keep so much in, at some point something does explode to get them moving, to get their attention. So whatever this happens, maybe then this person will, his attention will be, he'll wake up and say, let him get on the ball, do what he's supposed to do, his art or his creative writing or his whatever he's supposed to be out there doing. He or she actually should be out there doing. Something is going to happen in their world that's going to shake them up. Something's going to happen in your world, Cancer, that's going to shake you up and make you have to grow up. Or at least you're going to have to move the boat a little bit. You're going to have to change positions. Okay, so. Okay. So there's a victory. All right, there might be a fight that's over. Something that you were involved in. You got a victory, Cancer. Well, that's good. Excellent. Very good. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to be said here for you. From Oi, I guess so. Let's see what else we want to say here. Okay, so we got the Fool. All right. That will go with Peter Pan. The Hermit. Okay. Temperance in reverse. And Eight of Swords in reverse. All right, let's see what you got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Ace of Wands, the Fool, the Hermit, reversed, Temperance, reversed, and the Eight of Swords, reversed. Okay. Okay, so Ace of Wands is a victory. Full, a new adventure. Ready to start out on your own. Hermit, being thoughtful and cautious. You're not being thoughtful and cautious because you're in reverse, so you're just going for it. Temperance. You're not waiting. Things are not balanced. Things are not Temperance in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. It sounds like you're doing something spontaneous. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. You don't feel hung up anymore. You don't feel bound anymore. So you're ready to go. You've given it some thought. You weighed the pros and the cons. You're done. You're done thinking about it. You're done weighing the pros and the cons. And you're done being stuck. You're ready to go. You're ready to go out. You feel like you have a victory. You've had a victory, and that something good awaits you. That you're ready to go out there and see what the world has to offer you. Okay. Okay, so you're looking forward to freedom here, it seems. Okay. Got the Sun card. Okay, a bright future. So it seems like you're finally going to make a decision about something. And you're ready to go forward. You're finished with thinking about it. You're finished with waiting for the right time. It's like you got to do it now or never. And you're looking for a bright future. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can get any more cards for this. Alrighty. So, we got 10 of Wands in the reverse. I'm getting that you're not going to have to work so hard. I'm getting a message that just said to me you're not going to have to work that hard anymore. Like the struggle is over. It's been a hard one. It's been a hard struggle, but it's been a hard struggle. You don't have to work that hard anymore. You can put that down. You don't have to carry everything anymore for everybody. You don't have to take care of everybody anymore, Cancer. Okay, let's see what else we get here. And get 2 more cards, 3 more cards, please. All right, the Magician. You have everything that you need. You have all the tools at your disposal. Okay. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to go forward, to follow your dream, to go on to the next adventure, the next chapter. Okay. Thank you so much. Woo! This card really wanted to come out. Wow. Okay. All right. So we're going to do this one. Hit the deck, so that gets okay. So you've made a decision. 7 of Cups reverse. Finally made a decision there, Magician. You finally made a decision there, Cancer. All right. And you thought about it, and you meditated on it, and you prayed about it, and you're good. You're good with the choices that you're going to make and the things that you've said. You feel like you're saying that you rest your case, or you stated your position and you're saying nothing else. You know that you made it clear. You've made your position clear, and you're not even going to discuss it any further. Okay. Wow. All right, so you got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. It is in reverse. And along with that, you got the Ace of Cups. Upright. And what this is saying to me, you don't have to look any further. There's nothing else for you to do. Love is there. When you step out of this, when you step out of whatever it is that's making you not feel good or unhappy or uncertain, whenever you walk away from that, there's love for you. There's love waiting for you. When you wake up from this coma, this codependency you put yourself in, everything's stopped waiting for you, so that you can get the love that's here for you. You have the Ace of Wands to start, and the Ace of Cups at the end. This was at the beginning, and this is at the end. Right? So what are we saying? We have victory and love. And it could be with someone who's a Sagittarius or a Leo or a Aries. Could be a fire sign. Could be a water sign, or this could be you, because this is a water sign, Ace of Cups. So, sounds to me like you were having a hard time making a decision, and when you finally did, now you're finally doing it, and you need, as was needed, so that you can get out of this thing, move up. Peter Pan needs something else. You need to go to the island at least, get off of the boat. Get off of the ship and get to the island at least. There's other things that's going on besides you teaching Wendy how to fly. 10-4? Okay, so Cancer, thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed this spread. I just wanted to give you something real quick, and I hope that this resonates with you. I'll see you for some love bites if I ever get finished with the rest of these readings. And if not, I'll see you in November for your November reading. Have a happy Halloween for those of you who celebrate Halloween. You know, maybe that'll get we'll give you some inspiration for your costume. Be Peter Pan or Wendy. Wendy's easy, right? A nightgown. You don't even need shoes. Okay, so I will be talking to everybody soon, and let's pray for the people who are still waiting for relief in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, Barbuda, Cuba. All these places have been affected by these storms, these hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean, and also for the people who have been affected by the hurricanes and the floods in Florida and Texas and southern state areas, Arkansas, New Orleans, all these places, Louisiana. They're experiencing these problems with the Yemaya and Alokun and Yoya. They're cleaning it out, okay? So, anyway, I'll see you guys in November. Take care. Love. Alafia. Ashe. And peace.